Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to get some of this drywall up in room 13. Most of this stuff right here is seed and it's going to get planted real soon, so I just got to get it out of my way for a little while. I'm just going to make room right here, go get my long saw horses, flip some of this drywall up on it, get it cut and get it installed. Okay, one layer down. Now I'm going to use this. I'm going to staple these along the edge. These came with another soundproofing. It's them bags of like a jean insulation. They give you these with it for putting up your drywall. You're supposed to put them, I believe it was staggered every 6 inches or something like that. They don't give you enough to like completely do the edge of it, but I'm going to use all of these up, so however it works, it works. it might just cover the entire edge. And what that will do will isolate the next layer from this layer. I don't have enough green glue to do this wall as well, so this should do the trick. You could tell already just by having this 5/8 inch drywall here. If you watch yesterday's video, you can hear what it sounded like when I was under here. It sounded really funky because it had the steps going like that, and it was echoing all over the place. Even with just the foam on there, it wasn't absorbing the sound like it is now. So with 2 layers of 5/8 inch drywall with this in between, and then this will have green glue and green seam glue between the panels and here, this should quiet the compressor down a whole lot, and that's going to be good for me. I've had a couple shops now with the compressor out in the shop, and it's insanely annoying when that thing kicks on. It is so loud. I believe this is much quieter than my old compressor, but this is the real solution. Isolate the compressor in its own room, super insulate it, and then I can use the room for freezable stuff in the winter as well. Alright, I'm going to staple these on and then get that last layer on. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for today. Man, this panel was kicking my butt. The screws that I have are 2-inch drywall. I had 1 5/8", which is normal for the first sheet, and then I had 2-inch left over from something else, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to use them felt pads or not, but I did. So the drywall is 1.25 inches altogether. 2 5/8 is 1.25 inches, and that stuff is roughly 1/4, so that comes to 1.5 inches. So it was only going into the substrate by a 1/2 inch, which really isn't good. So it was holding it in a couple places, and I went and got, well, they're almost gone now. I had a bin full of these construction screws. They were just miscellaneous stuff that was on the floor at one time. So they were a couple different sizes, but those worked really great. But trying to hold this panel up, and it was all curved and stuff, yeah, it was pretty hard. But whatever, it's all done. I'm gonna have to put a couple more screws right there. You can see a bulge, but on this side, it is pretty much a nice even margin all the way up. So I know I can get that out. I'll probably have to pull a couple screws, push it up, and then throw a couple more screws in there. But I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll get this place cleaned up. So the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is kind of get this insulation back where it needs to be, and then cover that bottom strip. And then it's a bunch of measuring. Like I said, that panel is going to come from here, and I believe it's going to go right to here, but I'm going to have to measure. I think that's it. There's an extra stud in here. You can see it right there. There's a triple stud there that goes up, and then there's a triple header right here that holds up the stairway. So I believe this is the actual stud, and this is just part of that post. So I'll get that all cut out there. I'm going to have to test fit it because I'm putting a bunch of green glue on it. And then I'll lay it down, slather all that green glue on it, tip it up, and put a bunch of screws in it. Beyond that first panel, which is nearly a full panel, tops clipped off, the second one gets small really quick, and then there's going to be a tiny one down in that corner down there, and a skinny one right here. Then I can put this back in permanently, and that's going to have some goo around it so it doesn't vibrate. And then I can get this thing wired up, and then get working and finish the addition on the house. Yeah, really nice. Got a lot of work done in the last couple days. So tomorrow is green glue on this wall, and this wall will be completely finished, and I'm one step closer to hooking up that compressor. It'll be nice to get this thing hooked up. I've had it for, was it 2 years now, waiting to get it hooked up, and it'll be hooked up soon. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.